About the circulatory system. In our previous class, we discussed about the respiratory system and digestive system. So today, we are going to know about the another important system in our body, that is the circulatory system. So nourishment from the digested food and the fresh oxygen from the lungs is carried to the different parts of the body by the blood. So the food which is getting digested and which is sent to all the parts of the body, and the oxygen which is present in the lungs which is carried to different parts of the body is done by the blood. So this blood keeps on carrying the nourishment and bring back the waste product. So the function of blood is it keeps on carrying. So this nutrients which are produced from the food is carried to all the parts of the body by the blood, and it also brings back the waste products which are present in the body. So all this gets done by a system of organs which constitute the circulatory system. So this is done by the circulatory system. So the main part or the chief organ of the circulatory system is the heart, children. So heart is located towards the left in the chest cavity. So it is located towards the left in the chest cavity, and it is a muscular organ of size of one's fist. So fist means when you fold the thumb finger and if you fold the remaining four fingers, this becomes the fist. So the size of the heart is equal to one's fist, and it is divided into two equal halves. The heart is divided into two equal halves, and each half consists of two chambers. Okay, children. So heart is located towards the left side in the chest cavity, and it is a muscular organ which is of size of one's fist. Fist means put the thumb finger inside, and remaining four fingers if you fold, it becomes the fist. So that will be the size of the chest and the heart. And the heart is divided into two equal halves, and each half is divided again into two chambers which have a common opening between them. So there are four chambers in all. So total two halves, two chambers each. So 2 plus 2 will be 4 chambers in all. The upper two chambers are called as auricles. So here the upper two chambers you call as auricles, and the lower two chambers are called as ventricles. So the auricles are the atrium will carry the oxygen rich in blood, and the ventricles will carry the carbon dioxide rich in blood. So when you talk about the reddish color one, if you see the picture, this is nothing but called as aorta. So aorta is the largest artery in our body, children. All the arteries will be carrying the pure blood, that is oxygen rich in blood, except pulmonary arteries. So this blue one, all the arteries will be carrying the pure blood, that is oxygen rich in blood, except pulmonary artery. In the same way, all the veins carry the impure blood, that is the carbon dioxide rich in blood, except pulmonary vein. So here you can see this. So all the veins carry the impure blood, that is carbon dioxide rich in blood, except the pulmonary vein. The same way all the arteries carry pure blood except pulmonary artery. The largest artery is nothing but called as aorta. So this is guarded by a valves called as the tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve you have, and there is a partition which is dividing the chambers in the heart, that is nothing but called as septum. Okay, children. So left auricle and left ventricles carry the pure blood, oxygen rich in blood. The right auricle and the right ventricle carries the carbon dioxide rich in blood. So this is about the heart, children, the chief organ of the circulatory system. and its function, the main function of the heart is to pump the blood. Okay, the main function of the heart is to pump the blood. Now coming to the next part in the circulatory system, that is the blood vessels. So blood vessels, what is a vessel? What is a blood vessel? See, we know that our body consists of the blood. So the blood moves around the body through a system of tubes. So in our body we have tubes which are present, and through the tubes the blood will be moving around the body, and this system of tubes are called as blood vessels. Okay children, so there are three types of blood vessels. They are arteries, veins and capillaries. So the blood vessels are of three types. Here you can see the up picture. The reddish color one are called as arteries. The blue color one are called as veins, and the network of the arteries and veins together are called as capillaries. So blood moves around the body through a system of tube-like structures called as blood vessels. These blood vessels are of three types: arteries, veins, capillaries. Okay children, so what is the function of these arteries? So the vessels which take away blood from the heart to various parts of the body. So the blood vessel which is carrying the blood from the heart, it carries the blood from the heart and takes to all the different parts of the body. That is done by the blood vessel called as arteries. In the same way, what the veins will do is the vessels bringing back the blood to the heart from the various parts are called as veins. Children, once again, arteries are the blood vessels which carry the blood from the heart to all the parts of the body. That is why arteries are also called as distributing blood vessels. So arteries are also called as distributing blood vessels. So what about veins? Veins are the blood vessels which bring back the blood from different parts of the body and brings it to the heart. So since it is bringing the blood from all the parts to the heart, so veins are called as collecting blood vessels. Arteries are called as distributing blood vessels. Veins are called as collecting blood vessels. And the arteries are deeply situated. The arteries are deeply situated. Deeply in the sense they are present inside. We cannot see the arteries outside. Okay, so arteries are deeply situated and veins are superficially situated. So when you can see the veins in our body which looks greenish in color, so those are nothing but the veins. And the arteries are red in color and veins are blue in color. Arteries are thick-walled, veins are thin-walled. Okay, children. So these are the differences between the arteries and the veins. The arteries and veins are connected to each other. So they are connected to each other by a fine vessels called as capillaries. So they are connected by fine vessels called as capillaries. So children, this is regarding the blood vessels. So still we have the blood that we will discuss in the next class. See, you can see a picture here children, which is a chest cavity. So inside the chest cavity we can see the heart and the lungs. So in the previous class we discussed about the respiratory system, which consists of the lungs and the air sacs along with the blood vessels. So these are the air sacs, and here you can see the heart, and this is the largest aorta, the ascending aorta, and here you have the left lung, and this is the right lung, right pulmonary arteries, right pulmonary veins, and here this is the left pulmonary veins and left pulmonary arteries. Okay children, so this is regarding the blood vessels. Hope you understood what we discussed today children, that is regarding the heart and the blood vessels. So read the textbook for your better understanding. So thank you children. Have a great day.